What's going on, everybody? It is Dylan Walker. Welcome back to a stream, but it is a topic stream on this very channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that I was thinking about when I woke up this morning at 10. Something like this idea started kind of going through my head, and I had this idea. So if you see the title, this is disc. Let's talk about disc, or let's talk about digital versus disc. So basically, on a gaming system, and I'll give you my personal opinion on which is better to me. But this is why I am the way I am when I explain this. So I'm going to explain this, and I'm going to talk about this. So we all have game systems and stuff: PS3s, PS2s, PS4s, PS5s. Maybe someday, maybe in the near future, PS6, maybe. We even have N64s, Wii's, PSPs, Game Boy Advances, 3DSs, DSi, DS Lite, Game Boy Color, PS Vista. I mean, we need to get to the main thing here. I'm going to talk about PlayStation specifically. Now, if you guys notice, a lot of us, when we were growing up, we'd always have like discs of certain games we played, certain games that we play and buy on disc, and we insert the disc in our disc drive for it to do updates and all that. And sometimes it don't have to do all that; it would already be in the thing. I might be saying it wrong. I'm trying to remember far back if you had to do updates and stuff. I think you probably had to enable for the game to install, do updates and all that stuff because it was a fresh game. Or sometimes it was just one of those older games you still had. You didn't have to worry about all that because it had it all done before. Because you had it for a long time. Like you ain't got to worry about any new updates when it just updates to the final version they have before they finish with all their updates. So, certain games, you install your system. It has to update. It has to copy it. You get to play the demo. Unlike on PS5, certain games it is. But on a lot of the older consoles and stuff, before digital was a big thing, we'd all have discs. We had all of these. We had discs. We had piles of games. Piles and piles of games that are on discs. Like right over there. Like all that right there. Saw that? All them discs. It's all discs. I have very little. What's up? I have very little digital downloads. Very little. I'm not a big fan of the digital download. I'm not. I really ain't a huge fan of the whole digital download. What's up, Thunderbolts? What's up, Killer Clowns? I'm talking digital download. I'm calling little digital download. What's up, everyone? Talking about the digital downloads. What you take and buy from the PlayStation store. And you pay for it. You get it you add it to your cart. You pay for it. It downloads to your system, and it goes right to your system, and you use it. It's going to be in your storage. You can download it and put it on your system. You can delete the game off your main screen and stuff. It goes right back to your storage, but you get your original space that you had when you had it, like you had your system before you downloaded it. But you can re-download it in your catalog that you have of like all your games. You can re-download. Now, I'm alright. How you doing? The reason I feel, I don't mind having digital download, but let's say you got an old console. You have an old console. Shamus. You have an old console, and it's got like all the old games and stuff, and you still have internet access and stuff. I mean, if you can take and get the games from that very store and download it to your system, if they still have it, and if they ain't got it, be lucky you have the discs. You'll still be able to play the discs. Have a good one, Thunderbolt. Be good to yourself, all right? Stay out of trouble, and key. A lot of times, having those systems and stuff, you can take and still get games that are there, But a lot of times later in the future, a lot of the older consoles, a lot of their stores, like their virtual stores that you get the games from, they close down and you can't take and download certain games anymore. Just like with the Wii Shop, you can't even get certain things anymore. It's like you can't even access what you download. Unless I'm wrong, someone can say so. But with like the PlayStation, just like with the PlayStation, you can take and get stuff right from the digital thing. But here's the kicker. There are certain games that are not there anymore. I've got some examples. WWE 2K18, 2K17, 2K19. Not there anymore. You know what is there? WWE 2K23, WWE 2K24, WWE 2K25. Just like all the old Maddens, and I think the last Madden that was actually of the last gen was Madden 25 Anniversary Edition from 2014. Probably my favorite and best Madden. I dropped the thing on it yesterday as a video. Now check it. There are certain games that you can't get on there anymore. You can't get because they're not there because they removed them for the newer games. I hate that they did that, but I don't know. I don't know if that has something to do with their server having storage for the games. I don't know. Or are they cleaning their store? I have no idea. I'm not sure how all that works. But I just hate to see certain things like that go, because how are people going to be able to experience old games that a lot of us have and we appreciate? Because I still got a PS3 and I got a stinking shoebox full of games. And I got a friend down in Louisiana that has a tub, probably 2 tubs full of games. Unlike me, I got those and I got me over there in front of me. And then plus I may also have my N64, which I still have those, and I still have my Wii games. I don't have many Wii games. I don't have very many. I probably got more PlayStation games than I do Nintendo games. And hell, I got more movies than I do games and series. Shoot. The reason I don't mind digital download, but what are you going to do if the internet goes out, yo? That's why it's sometimes best to have the discs. The discs. I hate that you have to sit there and have to do all this update, and you have to do all this crazy stuff. Wait for it to upload, update, all that, and it copies it to the system. That's the thing. PlayStation, the newer systems have to require internet. Shouldn't have to be like that, but I guess it is. Unlike the old console. It wasn't like that on the older consoles. It is now. Sadly. That's why I like discs. I prefer them in disc because I have a copy. As long as you take care of your disc, they'll last forever. And you can hang on to them. You can hang on to them for your grandkids. You can hang on to them for... You can hang on to them for your kids and then their kids ahead. As long as you raise them right and tell them how they take care of stuff and not have to worry about it being broke and smashed into tiny pieces. It lasts forever if you take care of it. That's why I prefer disc over digital download. I mean, I don't mind having digital download, but sometimes I like to be able to just pop a game in, it do its thing, and just play. Not have to worry about all the other internet stuff. Unless I decided I want to play multiplayer with some friends, then I would jump on that. I know I sound probably like a boomer. You sound like such a boomer. But I've got two-sided opinion on that, so don't be double standarding me neither. Okay. Bro thinking, hey, we got a Yadam supporter. We got a Yadam. Are you doing playing hands with the midgets? Are you doing midget playing hands? Are you doing playing hands with the midgets? You doing playing hands? You doing playing hands? You upset that your NASCAR don't work? You mad that you can't play NASCAR? Cause you got jelly when I used the lawnmower. Allegedly. I'm trolling. Calm down. It's a joke. Jesus. Yeah, but that's my whole thought on all that stuff. I prefer disc over digital download. I mean, look, I don't mind it. It's fun. It's cool, but I just prefer discs instead of digital download. I mean, I get it. It's like it's right on the system. You can download it on your system, do all the stuff, play it, and all that. I mean, it's the same thing with the disc, but I prefer disc over digital download any day. I mean, especially if there's people out there that ain't able to have internet access, especially out in the boons, and they're only able to play, just discs. I'd be lucky to have that and be able to enjoy it. So I think not all these systems have to have internet access. Not always. Not like how it was back in the old days, man. So, I mean, heck, in an N64, you can pop the game in. Sometimes you have to blow the cartridge, and a lot of people like, do what? Yeah. You have to stick it in there just right to get it to like work. It's like you're trying to do CPR for a freaking machine. That's what you're doing. Trying to make sure it reads and works. A lot of them people don't know that struggle about an N64 or a Super Nintendo. Trust me. You don't know about them struggles. Sometimes you have to use rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip just to put it in between the grooves so it reads and get off all the dirt and grime that builds up on it. You don't know them struggles. You new generation don't know the struggles. You don't know the struggles. The new generation don't. But the generations before, the generations that put us out in the world know that struggle too. And the ones before that. That's what I'm saying. Alright, all. I don't think there's anything else to say. Except that is all I wanted to say. And I'll probably do a gaming stream. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, y'all. Be good to each other. Take care of one another. And smell you in the funny pages. Like, share, comment, and help us get the road to 5,000. Let me check something before I get out of here. Let me check something. I want to see who this troll is. I want to see who this gosh dang troll is. He's got me wondering if my nose is funnier than cheese on a pickle. He's got me wondering if my nose is like cheesy pickle butter. Hold on there, buckaroo. I want to see who you is. I don't care if his eyes crazy. I want to see who this man's is. He must be pickle butter. Oh, I can't see his channel. Well, I'll just have to look up his channel activity. Oh well, I can't figure out who he is. I wanted to see if he was a funny troll. Oh well, maybe he was just hate watching. It's okay, buddy. Kermit will treat you very nicely. You be good now. Y'all hear? Right? 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 How you doing? Latest.